All right, guys. All right, so welcome to today. I got some notes from you guys about some things that you wanted me to talk about. Willpower, accountability, feeding the spirit, and finding fitness. So this is what we're going to talk about today. Hi, Moana. Want to say hi to everybody? Hi. No, not so interested. She just wants to cuddle. Okay, so since today, well, actually, this entire week, we've been really focused on the fire element, which is, of course, our spirit, the sun, the way that we move our body to create energy inside of ourselves. So willpower really is all of that as well. But here's the thing about willpower. It's probably not what your problem is, because you are a perfect being and you work really, really hard. There's something else that's getting you stuck and something else that's in your way. And it's probably some kind of conditioning. There's this study that was done. And while I'm against animal cruelty, obviously, I do want to tell you about it. So what happened was there's a bunch of dogs with zapper collars on. And if they were to jump over the fence, they would be zapped. Well, when they tried this test a second time, or the second day, I guess, there was only a couple dogs that still tried to cross the fence. The rest of them just laid down and submitted. And that's kind of what we do already. We have these things already programmed into us because there was a time where we were faced with a challenge, and when we tried to overcome it, we were beat down. And this is our opportunity to break free of that and realize that there's still more across that fence, and we can take off that collar. There are other things that we can do. We don't have to submit to failure. We don't have to submit to the life that we're unhappy with by any means, because there's more to you, and there's more to life, and there's more purpose and potential than you can even imagine if you're at one of those states in your life of being submissive and not doing the work necessary. So that's what I want to say about willpower, is you have the willpower. The willpower is in there. Let's ignite that flame that grows inside of us and fuel it with what it needs to get the job done, to do what it is that you need to do to be successful at your goals. I'm still here for some love and thanks. Now, when it comes to accountability, holding yourself accountable is really important in being success, but it's also good to have a tribe and community, or a friend, or someone else there to help you be accountable. It still does come down to you. You can't always rely on somebody else to have that, while it is essential in a lot of cases. So something that I like to do to help myself stay accountable is to prepare myself the night before. A lot of the time this means setting out whatever supplements I'm planning on taking, preparing breakfast. You know, a lot of my meals have beans, and I buy the bagged instead of the canned. So I'm preparing meals and a lot of things before I actually need them. But I find this helps me stay accountable, because I'm not going to let any of that time that I invested into myself go to waste. I'm not going to let that food go to waste. I'm just going to do it. Now that investment's been made and the momentum's already building. Now, when it comes to accountability for working out and sticking to your fitness routine, things like that, finding your fitness is kind of key, because you have to be enjoying what you're doing. And there's a few different ways that you can do this. We learned in one of my programs that one of the best ways to find out what it is that your kind of fitness is to think about what it is that you already enjoy doing. Is it a type of sport? Maybe, yeah, going to the competitions or like the practice and whatever is great, but are you practicing it every single day? Are you sharpening those skills to be a master at what it is that you're drawn to and passionate about? So that, like, if it's a sport or a sword, wielding a sword or whatever, you know, that kind of thing is good, you know, put the work in every single day. Another way that you can figure it out if you're not doing anything right now or not drawn to anything is think about what it is you enjoyed as a kid. Did you enjoy playing tag? Did you enjoy running? Was it like skipping rope? What is it that you liked? And maybe just start building from there and experimenting and seeing, you know, this week I'm going to try a group activity, and this week I'm going to try a yoga class, and this time I'm going to do something online or a HIIT workout or whatever, you know. So yeah, those are some tools that I do recommending. I guess that's more soul searching, but the answers are there and they are inside of you, and the more you experiment and are open, the more clear you'll get. And as you build momentum and just take these steps every single day, it will become more natural to you. It won't be so hard. It'll actually be really rewarding and something that you look forward to, just as I do every single day. I don't feel myself if I'm missing any of these essential components in my day, whether it be working out or hydrating right or eating healthy. I don't get to be my true self. So I'd really like to see you guys get to that point as well. No. Okay. So if you are really, really stuck, I have this book here. I actually have a few that I'll show you that I've been getting into the last month or so. But this is the one I'm reading right now, and I've been looking forward to it for a very long time because I'm affiliated with On It, but also because the team and everybody part of it is like so amazing. And Aubrey is the founder, and he wrote this book, and it's backed by so many experts and so much experience and heart. And I want to share with you his morning fitness routine, which I think is perfect for while we're in our fire element week. So what he recommends is, he says 23 burpees is what he does. He wakes up in the morning, hydrates with some lemon, salt, and water, steps outside. That way he aligns with the circadian rhythm, which we talk about this week as well. And then he'll do about, I think he said 23 burpees or something like that. And that's only because it's a number that's special to him. You know, for me, that's probably going to be 21 because that reminds me of the 5 Tibetans, which is a yoga sequence. And it would be easy to remember. That's how I do a lot of my reps. For you, it may be something different. And then he recommends a 5 to 10 minute sexy flow type yoga sequence. And that's just to wake up your day. And that could be something simple like Jen and I were talking about earlier in this week about just doing a sun salutation. That's what I do every single morning. And I've been doing it with my son too. That's going to be 3 years old. And it's done miracles for managing our morning and our energy levels and igniting our spirit energy. Because what it is that you're doing in the morning is going to carry that momentum around with you all through the day. So you want to start your day off really well. And carry all of that, you know, and you deserve it. So why not? All right, you guys, I'm going to share with you the other books that I've been reading over the last month. And actually, this one I haven't read yet. This is coming next, about growing perennial food. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's by Arcadia Tucker and Krishna Shabda. I hope I'm saying that right. And it's all about growing your own food. It talks about storing it, cooking it. It's all vegetables, all stuff you can grow. I also have the Grow Your Own Herbal Remedies. I've read several books similar to this, but this is a new one that I haven't quite got into yet. And okay, so I got this one from the yoga show, and it was great. It's just a short little book. I actually read it like on the train because they gave it as a gift, and this was really great. And I do recommend it to parents if you can get your hands on it. Of course, it is done by yoga or yogi, and they what do they talk about in here? What am I thinking? Just different rituals that you can do with your kids, but they take all different kinds of religion too. They talk about God as in like the Christian God. They talk about Russian philosophy. They talk about tons. I don't know. I found it was like a really quick read, but I definitely got something from it about parenting and about even my own childhood. Because you know, we always have that like inner child inside of us, and sometimes they are still hurting even though we don't realize it, because I don't know, like those things, we don't know how to deal with them when we're children, so we kind of just put it aside. But when we're an adult, when we start hitting our 20s and reevaluating our life naturally, some of these things come up, and that's why yoga is great. And the yogis that write a lot of these books, even though, like, I mean, I just got it for free. They just handed it to me, and they're just trying to share their message, and there is obviously something to that. And yeah, here is another one, the psilocybin mushroom guy. This was another one. It came out a long time ago. I was really excited to get my hands on it. I finally did last month, found it in an old bookstore, so I got that fancy little receipt you get from them. So this one's written by Paul Stamets, and it's also forwarded by Andrew Weil, another doctor that you guys know I love, and he is a part of my nutrition school, the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, as well as does his own thing. And yeah, that is all I guess I've got to talk about today. I hope you guys found this as a helpful video, maybe got some new resources, some new motivation or inspiration for fitness routines, and to align with your fire element and energy. I love you guys. I'll see you later.